Tron has just completed a 12-week rally, pushing higher without any meaningful pullback, a clear sign of sustained momentum. But how long can that continue without a reset? Price is now approaching a key resistance zone, and this is where things start to matter. Strong trends don't just continue blindly at these levels, they react. So the focus is simple. Does Tron have the strength to break through, or do we start to see the first signs of slowdown? In this Tron TRX Technical Analysis video, we map out where Tron is in the bigger picture and break down the levels that define the next move. For those who follow us, here's the structure of our analysis. We work through 6 pillars: position, pattern, price, momentum, volume and volatility, and time, all sitting within an overarching macro outlook that incorporates correlated markets. You can see how we apply this in a practical way, and it ensures we take a balanced and objective view before placing a trade. Let's start with the bigger picture. So far, 2026 is another inside year for Tron. To put that in context, 2024 was an explosive year, producing a blow-off top with significant volatility. 2025 was an inside year as the market digested that move. Then Q4 of 2025 started pushing higher but ended the year exactly at its midpoint, neither bulls nor bears in control. 2026 has followed the same pattern as an inside year, but with one important distinction. It has exceeded its midpoint and is now trading near its highs. That is a shift in character worth paying attention to. From a monthly perspective, Tron has produced some good directional moves, but no firmly established trend as yet. February in particular looked like a planned move. Stops were taken out before price recovered. That kind of price behavior tells us there are active participants positioning carefully in this market. Now here's where the Tron story gets interesting and where it diverges from Bitcoin. Both Bitcoin and Tron followed the same path at the start of the year, making a peak on the 19th of January before plunging toward a structural low on the 6th of February. But that is where their paths separated. While Bitcoin traveled sideways for 2 months and only began its rally in April, Tron started its upward trajectory a full month earlier, on the 5th of March, and it has not had a single down week in over 88 days. Each time it consolidates, it regains strength and pushes higher. At the time of this analysis, Tron is trading at 0.3402. From the all-time high on the 4th of December 2024 at 0.3457, a downtrend line was established that held for over 1 year. Then on the 20th of March 2026, Tron broke out from that trend line with a bullish engulfing candle, a strong signal. After a retest on the 23rd of March, it went on to produce a clear uptrend of higher highs and lower lows. The structure is intact, and the bulls are in control. For that short-term structure to break, we would need to see price fall under the 24th of April low at 0.3205. That is the line in the sand. Now let's turn to our Fibonacci zones. Tron is heading directly into our calculated Fibonacci resistance zone at 0.3477 to 0.3498. Reaching that level would mean Tron makes new highs for the year, and that in itself is significant. However, this zone will be a critical test. It is where the rally will either prove itself or show its first signs of exhaustion. We do not assume a breakout, we wait for the market to tell us. To the downside, our Fibonacci support zone sits at 0.2706 to 0.2707, a level that becomes relevant if the rally fails and structure breaks. On momentum, our proprietary price and momentum indicator signaled a buy entry on the 8th of March. We made our entry on the 11th of March as price swung up and moved above the purple exponential moving average. Our indicator provides clear, easy-to-execute buy and sell signals that anyone can follow with a disciplined and structured approach to trade entry and risk management. We're holding this position until the Fibonacci resistance zone, unless we see a break in structure before we get there. Now let's take a moment to understand the fundamentals, because the technical picture here is supported by something real. Tron has quietly become the dominant network for USDT stablecoin transactions. With over $25 billion in Tether supply hosted on the network and daily transaction volumes reaching up to $40 billion, Tron is not a speculative play. It is infrastructure. More value moves through Tron every day than most people realize. The network is also one of the most profitable blockchains in existence, generating over $1.75 billion in revenue. Fast transactions, low fees, and high utility have driven genuine user adoption, especially in emerging markets where cost-efficient transfers matter most. And then there's the deflationary angle. Tron's circulating supply has dropped from over $101 billion in 2022 to roughly $86 billion today. Less supply, growing demand. That's a combination that gets the attention of serious investors. This is not a project running on hype. There are real fundamentals underpinning this chart, and that gives our technical analysis even greater conviction. We're looking for Tron to test the Fibonacci resistance zone, and this will be its test. Will this zone hold or break? A rejection from here, and we would want to see the 24th of April low at 0.3205 come back into play. Alternatively, if it breaks through, it could potentially challenge the last structural swing high on the 14th of August 2025 at 0.3707. So these are the key levels you need to be watching this week for Tron. On the upside, 0.3598, and on the downside, 0.3205. How price responds at these two levels will tell us everything about the next move. You now have a clear picture to trade Tron. Before you go, join our free daily crypto trading newsletter. It's just a 5-minute read, and it will keep you ahead of what's moving in the market. The link is above and in the description. If you found this analysis useful, subscribe to our channel Crypto Trading Mastery. We publish daily Bitcoin and crypto analysis, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next video. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Take care.